Hello, everybody. I'm Mel Dorr, the Aloha Shirt Psychic with laryngitis. And I've got Kim Copeland in the house. Hey, Kim.
Hi, Mel. I'm so glad to be here with you tonight.
I woke up this morning, I couldn't talk. I'm like, shocker.
Yeah, well, that is unusual for you not to be able to talk.
I don't know.
You're such a talker.
I don't feel really super sick. I just lost my voice.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking just a little while ago that how wonderful you were in Italy. You know what I mean? As a mother hen to us all.
Well, my job is to make sure everybody's safe and to try to make sure everybody has a good time.
Yeah.
And, so, when I do the trips, I'm having a good time, but I'm working.
Yeah,
Which I love, but I'm still working. I mean, my job is to, like I said, make sure everybody's safe and to make sure everybody has a good time. So,
yeah.
I mean, there's hiccups. This trip had a lot of hiccups, but we got through
them. Yeah. No, but it was still wonderful. And just, hello, Kathy. Just, I just have to remind everybody how wonderful you are on the trips. Really, that's what I was really just thinking, that you're just, you say it, but you do it. You are.
Yeah.
And it's nice to meet you in person.
I've got openings for Africa and openings for the Rhine River. So call my office tomorrow. Call my office below. And there you go. Okay, so tonight we're going to answer personal questions, but please keep them specific. Not what's in my future. Make them specific because it makes it easier for us to answer them. Right, Kim?
That's right. That makes it easier, especially when we don't hear their voice, or you know what I mean. It's different in these quick readings.
Right. Okay, we ready to go?
Yeah. All right. Here's.
This is Christine. Hi, Kim. I lost my father recently. Can I please have a message from him? His name is Christos. I wonder if that's Greek. Christos. Her name's Christine. She must have been named after her father, Christos.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Hey, Christine.
Well, he crossed right over. He's with the light.
Wonderful light.
And he doesn't want you to grieve. I see him dancing to music. He's got like that. He's dancing to music.
I can see him doing that too, but I also see him studying, like with the masters.
Oh, good. When you said that, I saw him writing, like years ago, how people were scribes, and he's writing this wonderful lettering. It's in Greek. I don't know if he's Greek or not, but I can see it in Greek. I can read Greek. I don't speak it, but I can read it. I don't know what it means when I read it, but I can read it. But anyway, he's, I see him. When you said that, I see him like scribe, like writing.
Yeah, with the masters. And I see all white robes. I just have to say too, I picked a card too. And I don't, and this is it says ancestors and healing.
Wow.
Which is a perfect card.
Cool.
And look, I don't know if you can see it very good, but anyway, yes. And they're all together. What I see in the card here, they're all together. So it's not just your dad. He's
all part of it, right?
He's part of the group now. I mean, he's part with everybody, and they're all cheering. I feel, I'm getting the chills on that. They're cheering you on and cheering for him as he came across.
Okay.
I feel really party.
That wonderful music and dancing and.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Rebecca Gil. Hi, Becky. Are we doing past lives? Well, if anybody's got a question about one, you could throw that in too. Becky's coming to Africa with us again.
Oh my gosh.
To Uganda. That was an awesome trip.
Oh my goodness.
She'll come with us on the Rhine. But anyway, hi, Becky. They celebrated her birthday. That was so cool. And Becky, when we go this time, we'll celebrate your birthday and my birthday because mine's in March and I'll be 70. So we can have all kinds of celebrations. How's that?
Oh my gosh.
All right. I just wanted to put that up and say hi, Becky. Maria Leonor Correa de Matos. Oh, hello, Portugal. Kathy Reagan's. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Auntie Mel and beautiful Kim. Yay.
I have to tell you, Christine just said that her dad was a Greek dancer.
You're kidding.
No.
I saw them throwing money at him. Throw money. Used to be
Oh,
plates. I don't do that anymore. They throw money.
that's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
okay,
Nice.
so Connie B says, you do a good job, Mel. I want to go on the Italy trip. Well, you're too late for the Italy trip, but you can come on the Africa trip or the Rhine River trip next year.
And Africa's in June?
Africa's June the 20th. I've only got room for 20 people. And the Rhine is September the 6th, and there's still openings. It's free airfare till the end of the month for the Rhine River. It starts in the Netherlands, comes all the way through Germany, stops in Strasbourg, France, and ends in Switzerland. So anyway, all right. Oh, here we go. Okay. Suanne Trench. Hi, Suanne. My friend Tucker just passed. Does he have a message for me?
Tucker.
It's funny. He's going to be around you a lot during the holiday season because he's showing me like the Yule log. He's showing me like the evergreens. He's showing me like, dreidels. He's showing me all of that stuff. I see him behind you, pushing you forward. There's something like holding you back. I don't know exactly what it is. And he's going to help you break through that. So he's pushing you forward. Yay. In a good way.
Yeah, I see him. I just got a card. I go within, and I feel like this is part of that. Pushing forward. Like you'll break through it when you go within. And I agree with you that he feels like he's a hard worker to me. Like he's pushing. I mean, he's serious about this. He's not. This is not just a joke. He means it. He's working hard on her benefit.
He is. He absolutely is. And he says you have it within you to remove your own obstacles. That's what comes through.
Nice. Oh, beautiful, Suanne.
He's a guide for you now.
I feel very much near you.
All right. Denise Keringer. Kim, hi. What does my deceased friend Michael want to say to me tonight? He and I are in regular contact, and you've read on him in 2 personal sessions.
Okay, well.
Connie B says she means Rhine River. Connie, if you want to come on the Rhine, call my office at the number listed below, and we can sign you up.
Denise, I do not remember what we talked about. You know how that goes. But okay, you're in regular contact with Michael. I kind of maybe, but it's a feeling of such a closeness here, almost like sister to me. Sometimes sisters and lovers, because they friends, they feel very similar. But it's really about this holiday that I feel too. Oh, well, I mean, and I drew a card. It's higher realms and magic. It's like, I want to say this is around the holidays. Use the holidays as a portal to step into, how it is kind of magical around the holidays, and use that to go back in time for yourself into that magic place where you can also relive it again, enliven it within you, in your heart and in your mind. And just know that Michael's always there. I feel like you can set a table, like a chair next to you when you eat and drink, and just know, hey, Michael, you're here. I know you're here.
It reminds me, I've been watching this thing called Absolute History. It's really cool because, I'm a science geek. I'm a history buff. And, a lot of the traditions that we celebrate, Judeo-Christian, especially Christian, came from the pagans. They're not Christian. We borrowed them. For example, December the 25th, and I forgot what it was, but and it was like, I think the Anglo-Saxons, or before even that, but the holly berry was represented, I think, a sun god or something, a god, a Celtic god or something. And so they would bring it in on December the 25th because it was in celebration of him. And so the Christians adopted that later as Christmas Day. So it was pretty cool, some of this stuff. But what they would do once, Christianity took hold is there was the 12 days of Christmas for real during the medieval times, and they would celebrate for 12 whole days. I think, I think the last day was a couple days after New Year's. But, when you're talking about her friend Michael, he's showing me this 12-day of Christmas celebration, a holiday celebration. And he's going to be around you, helping you celebrate. He doesn't want you to feel alone.
Yeah. And also, he's
I
right.
want you to bring in the hollies.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I think he's right there with you, though. I mean, really, with family, your husband, your kid, whatever. I just feel like he's right there, and he's enjoying every moment.
He is, actually.
And definitely set the table, extra space.
Every night for 12 nights.
Oh, nice.
12
Okay.
days of Christmas.
Look for those. Look for the magic. Look for the gifts. Look for the gifts now
Agreed.
from him. And I do feel like there's going to be a journal or something like that. I don't know. Is it a journal? It feels like I'm seeing you might get. Maybe you're going to get a journal for Christmas, and I think that might be from him in a way.
He wants you to write too.
Yep.
Just start journaling your own stuff.
Yeah.
I like his energy.
Yeah.
Okay. My cousin, it never fails. Every time I do a YouTube channel, my cousin calls me.
How many cousins do you have?
Lots. I've got like 25 on my mother's side, first cousins, 17 or 18 on my dad's side.
What?
Lots. They were prolific. There wasn't much to do except watch the corn grow and do something else. And they weren't watching the corn grow.
Oh my goodness.
Honey, I'm from Kentucky. What do you expect?
That is funny.
Oh, Rocky Hill relative. I don't know what to tell you. All right, here we go. Heavy metal veteran. Ooh, I like that name, heavy metal. My mom passed in August. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
And my brother has been horrible to me since then. I love my brother, but he's going down a path of self-destruction. Can you do a reading from my family in the future? Well, your mom's not happy with the way he's acting. But you can't let him rob you of your grief either. And sometimes there's a lot to the old cliche, we can lead the horse to water, but we can't make it drink. So sometimes you just got to eat popcorn, drink Coke, and watch the movie because he's so angry at the world and he doesn't own his behavior. He's blaming everybody else. You did this or you didn't do that. So he's making himself the victim and the martyr. And if you play into that, that goes right along with it. That's what he wants. So if you show him an emotional response, whether it's anger or sadness or whatever, that lets him feel like he's in control. So don't respond to his mischief.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be withdrawing more, honestly.
Right.
The brother on his own because of that.
I'm coming with the law. But, when, you can still be loving heavy metal. But forgiving doesn't mean forgetting or condoning bad behavior. Set your boundaries. It doesn't give him the right to walk all over you. So I see you taking your power back.
Right. That's totally right, Mel.
I'm sorry for for the loss of your mom, but she is around you, and she's around him too. She's mad at him because of the way he's behaving, but she's very proud of you, heavy metal. She really is.
I feel the pride, absolute big pride.
Yep.
Like, this is my boy. This is my boy. Like that. Right. Oh my goodness. And I have to say, somebody said, oh, well, anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was kind of interrupting.
No, go ahead. No, comments.
That somebody was talking. Well, I want to just say thank you, Sharon, for saying about the Midnight on Earth. That was a wonderful time. And then somebody, Cindy saying, I have 60 first cousins. Dad had 9 sibs and my mom had 7. 60 first cousins? I have like 3.
Well, birth control certainly wasn't on the agenda. That's
And then Sharon is saying about the Midnight on Earth podcast with Jake Weaver. That was a blast. That was about a month or so ago. And so thank you for mentioning that. Okay. I think.
okay. Rebecca says she needs to give me some money. Becky, I'll call you. No problem. You got plenty of time. Trust me, I'll call you. I've got your rest form filled out. I've got it all. I'll call you for your credit card. I won't go shopping. I promise, Becky.
Sister Patsy.
Well, we can't diagnose, Kathy, because we're not doctors. So we have to be careful what we say. But, sometimes our fear can be our own worst enemy. And sometimes we think there's a lot going wrong with us when really there isn't. So maybe help her step out of the fear. I'm trying to say something without saying it here.
Yeah, I feel withdrawal from her, withdrawing, and lack of confidence. But maybe it's related. I mean, who knows why she has this? I feel that with her, and yeah, I mean, I do feel like she doesn't feel good, but I don't know if it's that she's creating it or, is it mental or physical? I don't know that, but I do feel that she doesn't feel good.
Correct. But I see Lokahi. Lokahi is a wine we're meeting balance and harmony. So I do see her getting better.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not talking as much as I used to. Just can't. Viviana, please post questions in all caps and be specific. Thank you, Viviana. What will we do without
you? She's wonderful.
She's amazing.
I know. Oh, she doesn't talk to you. Okay. She's withdrawing. That's what I'm saying. And hi, Rose.
I'm trying to go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Just visiting. Hi, just visiting. Will my husband get the medical help he needs for anxiety and Parkinson's? Well, over the next 5 years, I see some tremendous breakthrough coming in the treatment of Parkinson's disease. And I do see him going through treatment. And I do see it being very beneficial for him.
I see he's getting better as well that way. I see within 3 years.
Sometimes the Parkinson's help can exacerbate anxiety. Parkinson's can cause dementia. But, just keep doing gentle nudges. And at some point, he is going to get medical help. Spirit says yes.
I think so, too.
Okay. All righty. Let's see. Okay, Connie B. Will I stay at this job for another year or more? Thanks,
right.
Connie, for the plug. I see the number 14. Timing is hard for us. So it could be 14 days, 14 months. It could be the 14th of the month. So I'm thinking it's more like 13 or 14 months. And then Spirit tells me there will be a change in job or job title.
I feel there's a change in the job too. Yeah.
Okay.
Another year. I think barely another year. But you're saying 14 months? Well, in that range.
It could be the 14th date of a month.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
It could be 1,400 hours. It could be the 14th of the month. It could be, right?
Good.
Oh, Chris says, yes, her father was Greek. She was named after him.
And just visiting says, thank you. That was very hopeful. Yes.
Okay. Connie B. Always good to hear your wisdom. Well, it's good for us to hear everybody else's too. Can everyone send prayers for my friend Catherine C's hubby, Sean, blood infection in the hospital? Ooh, sounds like he's septic. Let's all take a moment and give healing energy.
Yeah.
Sean.
Okay.
We call upon all the light of the universe and all the God light and the positive forces of the universe to surround Sean with healing and loving energy. And we ask that he recover from this blood infection. We know that our healing energy and Spirit, your healing energy, will help him through this ordeal.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, Mel. Thank you.
A lot to be said for prayer, huh?
I know, for sure. And I want to just tell Viviani, I forgot to tell, I was going to tell you something. I saw DNA change in you. And this is between Viviani and I, it's something that about an hour ago.
Well, Jack says, Viviani, hi there. Great healing circle tonight. So whatever you all did, you must have womped up something good.
I forgot to tell Viviani when we were focusing. I did see DNA. I saw the DNA helix.
Double helix.
Double helix. And I saw this shift here. And she'll
I still remember from high school, adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine, the 4 components of DNA. I remember the 4 amino acids. God, that was a drill in our heads. Okay, NI in Texas, or NINTX, I guess that means Texas. Well, I get a promotion. I see a step up or a change in job or job title, which would be more money and a higher title. The answer is yes.
Yeah, I feel so too, or higher money, right? And I also feel like within 3 months. I mean, I know the time frame may not be right, but it feels pretty soon.
That's what I see. Yay. Okay. Samantha, doing a total career change, not sure of my next steps. Would love some guidance. Well, I'm glad that you've got the courage to take on a new career. Yay. A lot of people get afraid and they stay stuck in something they don't like. So I'm getting good feelings with this new career. It's exciting. And I just want to jump up and down and go, yes, yes, yes.
I feel like it's healing. It's going to be a healing thing for you. I mean, as far as not necessarily that you're going to be working in the healing profession, but it feels like whatever you're doing for yourself, this change is going to be healing. So that feels right. And I want to suggest you really work with your guiding team. Just really sit and say, this is what I want, A, B, C, D. And I know you're going to help bring it forward. And maybe draw pictures of it or a vision board, all that stuff. But it feels, I'm getting the chills on that, Samantha, that it's going to be very good for you.
That means a yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm letting Kim do more of the talking tonight. You all can.
Oh, I know that's okay. You've been talking. I feel like you've been talking too much, I think.
Leo Rosado, can you please bring my grandfather Jose? He is guiding me in the plants.
Leo. Oh, and your grandfather Jose. Oh my gosh, I hear him laugh. I hear this what I see him when you're talking about the plants. I see him walking in between the rows of a garden. You know, you got the plants growing, and he's in between the rows. And actually, he and plants are friends. So, of course, if you're working with plants, he's going to absolutely be there with you when you're working with plants. I also feel medicinal, like he would have known. You can talk to plants, and actually, just resonating with plants. It doesn't matter whether dandelion means anti-nausea, but if you tell the dandelion, hey, I'd like you to work with headaches, I think you can have that resonance. You can, and if you have to be open, speak to them just like you would a person.
She's going to start, Spirit said that she should start learning, if she hasn't already, healing modalities using plants and herbs. It's funny when you said dandelions, because in the Greeks, they eat a lot of dandelions, and it's called horta. And they're kind of bitter, but if you make lemon, olive oil, I cook them, and then I squeeze the water out, and then I put them in bread and eggs, and then I fry them. Oh my God, they're so good.
What?
Yep, they're really good.
Fry dandelions with eggs?
Yep. Well, you gotta cook them, and then you gotta smush them real good, and then you mix them with eggs and breadcrumbs and some put some olive oil in the pan, and you just fry it to both sides so they get brown. Oh my God, they're so good. It's really good.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. He was a curandero. Curandero. Is that a medicine man?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. He's definitely helping.
He's helping. Okay, this is a good question. Okay, Janet DC, question. Hi, Mel and Kim. I want to have a minor procedure so I can stop taking blood thinners. Entertainment purposes only, what the guides say. I don't know if you're talking about a cardioversion or a radio frequency ablation. I had a cardiac ablation about 10 years ago, 9 years ago, because I kept going in and out of AFib. And I would go, a lot of people don't know they're in or out of it. I knew that I was in it. I thought I was going to die. So I had the ablation. They go in through a vein and they kind of find the area in the heart that's causing it to misfire, and they can either freeze it or burn it. You're knocked out. And it worked for me. Some people have to go through it 2 or 3 times. Now, my husband is in and out of AFib. So in December, he has to go in for a cardioversion. They're going to put him to sleep and shock his heart back into rhythm. But I got a funny feeling he's going to have to end up with an ablation as well, which I think he'll pull through just fine. I can't tell you Janet, here's the thing. I can't tell you what to do, but if it were me, I would do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that over major surgery. I've had that too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a pretty easy procedure.
Yeah, it's not major. I mean, well, kind of, but it's
not bad.
You have to lay flat for 12 hours. That kind of sucks. But, you might have to go through it more than once, but, at the end of the day, I hear the word success. So good.
Yeah.
After my ablation, I had to take blood thinners for 6 months. And then I was done with them.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, I didn't ever have to do that. I didn't have AFib. I had just irregular. But
in and out of AFib and atrial.
There's a lot of people talking about the dandelion, cooking the dandelions.
What are they saying? I don't know. I love to cook, and I've done them like that for many years.
Oh my goodness! So there's a lot of that. Anyway, okay. So people are talking about
strip the leaves off of them, because if you keep the stems, they get a little stringy. Well, you could keep the stems on, but they get like that.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I hope the comments are good about the dandelion.
Oh no, it's good. Oh yeah, I put hot bacon dressing over the
yum.
And the wilted greens over mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that would be so. Oh, I'm going to try that. I never
makes dandelion pancakes.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're getting all kinds of good recipes, you all. We should have the recipe show.
Okay.
Sagita, 74. Hi, Kim and Mel. How's my father doing? He passed a long time ago. What message does he have for me? Thank you. He's very proud of you, and he's around you. He's showing me feathers. I see all kinds of feathers. Oh, feathers flying around everywhere. So you're going to start to see feathers. I don't know if it's red birds or what kind of birds, but it's just him letting you know he's around.
I feel the commitment for love is unbelievable.
It is.
It's
it's doves. That's what I'm feeling. When you said that dove, it's a sign of love and peace.
It's the commitment here. You're still his daughter. So there's no separation. He just wants you to know there's no separation. I really feel like he's advanced quite a bit in the spirit world. Like he has become one of the angelic. I feel very angelic with him. So and just the commitment to love to you.
He's needless. We don't have to say. We know he's proud of her, right? We know.
Yes. That. Yes.
Okay. Warrior girl. Hi, warrior girl.
Doris.
Can I please get a message from my grandma in spirit? Her name is Doris. I love that name, Doris. That's a neat name. Who played cards? She saw me somebody playing cards, and they're just playing. Somebody there is playing cards, and they're having a good old time.
I feel like she would have, I feel a little more demure with her, but she, even though I feel that in her physical, but in her spirit, she feels huge, like with the angels. And I think she is with you and the archangels. I mean, I feel like she's like on that team. With
Expansive. She's expansive.
Expansive. And I mean, duty. I feel like she's a duty to serve, and she feels like that's her duty, and this is what she's still doing. She hasn't stopped working.
She's not going to.
No, of course not.
She wants you to explore your psychic abilities and your healing abilities, warrior girl.
She's good. And warrior girl's good.
Okay. All righty. Alby Webb, does my husband have a heavenly message for me?
I'm gonna pull a card too. Alby. I could see the card here. Mirrors you. So it's like whatever you are feeling on earth, he mirrors you in spirit. And he wants you to stay up. Like, I want to say, make sure, don't let things get you down. That's what I feel. It's like whatever's going on in the family, whatever in the world, really, but I feel like it's family. Just say, we got this. I'm going to be fine, and I'm going to talk to you, and we got it together, arm in arm. We got it together.
He's telling me you'll have a roof over your head, food on your table, so you'll never be out in the cold. You don't have to worry about that. And maybe a little bit of travel too, Alby. And when it's your time to cross over, he's going to come for you. But that's not tomorrow at 2:30. We're not taking up a bunch then. My friend Beverly, she's a wonderful medium, and her mom, we used to call her Grandma Arlene. Her name was Arlene, but I called her Mom Kirby. And she was from Kentucky, and she had this wonderful Kentucky accent. She used to say, she'd go in and out of congestive heart failure, and she'd say, well, I ain't afraid to die. I just hope the good Lord ain't taking up a bunch today.
Love it.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, so it's not going to be me home, Scotty, for you tomorrow, Alby. You're going to be around for a while. And for you, there's no nursing home or anything like that. You're going to be active and alert. So good. All right.
Am I going to read that my mail? Do you see me in it going? No, it's okay. You answer your
stuff. Never, ever. You'll just go like that.
I've never seen, I go into a lot of nursing homes.
I used to be a social worker in one. I think I put my time in, knock on wood.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Wiki. I have allergies and I live in a condo, so looking for a Cavapoo pup, hypoallergenic and small. Well, I find one that won't break the bank. I do see you finding one, but they charge a lot of money for those dogs and are not registered breeds. I mean, some breeders are charging $1,000 or $2,000 for those dogs. You can get a purebred show dog for that. I love training dogs. There's no such thing as a hypoallergenic dog.
Mm-hmm.
However, there are dogs that shed more than others. And a lot of times it's not their fur, but it's their saliva. So if they like their fur, then you pet them, like with a cat, the same thing. Oh my, if Lucky licks herself and I touch her, and then, my eyes are like, So sometimes it's a saliva. But I do see a doggy coming your way. I do see a Cavapoo, a sweet dog. I would get a female. They're easier. And I don't think it's going to break the bank.
Yeah, and it may not be exactly a Cavapoo. Maybe it's a Cava something or a Poo something.
A Cavapoodoo or something. I don't know. There's so many cockadoodle, poodle, hoodle, noodles. I don't know which one.
It's a Poo mix, I think. I do feel that.
I've got a golden doodle, poodle, hoodle. I'm like, you got a what?
Hey, and there's Kevin in here. Hi, Kevin.
Hi,
and hi.
Which Kevin do we have? Kevin Lewis, Kevin Chandler. Hi, Kevin Chandler. I'm going to do Kevin's show tomorrow night.
Oh, nice. And then also we want to say hi to Kelly Scarborough's here too.
Who is?
Kelly Scarborough. She's she's
Kelly.
She's part of the healing team.
The healing team. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Warrior Girl says hugs. Thank you. Okay. Maria Leonor Correa de Matos. I love that name. It just flows. May I have a message from my mother, Fatima, or Fatima? Fatima. Is it Fatima or Fatima? And Dad, Luis. I miss both so much. Well, they're together on the other side. And they're listening to music too. I hear drums and yay and um, I wonder which one was really religious or something, because one of them showed me the rosary. Why, I don't know.
Oh, nice. I just feel they're definitely, I can see them definitely together, arm in arm, watching over you. And it's like, I think the message from them is rest, rest, my dear, rest a little more. Just take some more. Like you don't, maybe, of course, we're getting into the busy season of the holidays, but even in that, try to take some rest time for you.
Oh, they're with Our Lady. I see it. That's cool. But they're saying, never lose your faith. I don't think they mean faith like religion. I mean faith in yourself. And that's the message that's coming through from Maria. Never lose faith in yourself.
Oh, beautiful. That's a beautiful message.
Okay. Butterflies are free. Is my daughter's partner using her?
It's nice for me. I like names. If you guys, when you ask a question, it helps me a lot if you put a name in there.
I can't say yes or no to that because I don't want to incriminate somebody.
Yeah.
But Spirit is showing me with your daughter the symbol of the open eye, which means knowledge and awareness. And the message comes through that your daughter will open her eyes to the environment around her and take appropriate action. That's the message that I got.
Yeah. I feel like she's ready to stand up.
Yes. She's taking her power back.
Taking her power. I do. I feel that. She will. Okay.
All right. Denise RK, good evening, Mel and Kim. Recently lost my job. Do you see me finding another one soon, or do you see me relocating to another state? Sometimes, which seems to be a curse, is really a blessing. So sometimes losing a job was like, oh my goodness. But I don't know if you've been asking the universe to take you out of that environment, but it certainly did. And, don't panic. You'll get some doors closed in your face. That goes without saying. But I do see you finding a job within the next, it could be, I see number 2. It could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Well, you'll find another job, and soon. One would make an offer for you to relocate. But I see a couple of good offers coming along. Don't take the first one that comes along just because it's a job. If your intuition tells you it feels okay, but that but is your intuition's way of saying it ain't right. So kind of like what happened with this job. But there's that but.
I feel it's not the first one, not the first offer.
No, it's not.
I like the second. I think is right. I think you're right there, Mel. That's what I got. Like the second offer. And I do think there's a possibility of moving. Yeah.
And some limited travel with the job.
I like the new job.
By limited travel, I don't mean geography. I mean frequency. Okay. Grateful. Hi, may I please have a message from my deceased mother, Emma, who passed 18 years ago today. Wow, I got cold chills. Well, there's no time in spirit. I see her walking through a meadow full of flowers. I can see her back, and she's just flowing and flowing, and she's just floating. Like, she's got all these birds on her, and she's just floating. And she's just around you, and she's like got her arms around you, and she's lifting you up with her and having you float across troubled waters. So if you've been going through some troubled waters, she's lifting you up and helping you to float across those. she's hearing your requests, she's hearing your prayers, and she's working with you to help get things resolved.
Oh, nice. And I have to say, I got this love and nurture card, which matches exactly what you're saying. She's like, it's never ending love and nurture that she's bringing you. It feels very motherly, like a wonderful mother. I mean, of course,
good feeling, isn't it?
A good feeling mom. Yes. Okay.
Okay, Annie G. Will I find a job within the next 2 months? I don't know if it's within the next 2 months, but I see you finding one soon.
I do too.
I mean, soon, not meaning going into months. It's a lot sooner than yet later.
Right. I mean, maybe even before 2 months. I feel pretty soon.
Well, I see 1.5 actually.
Okay. There you go.
A week and a half, month and a half, middle part of January.
Yeah.
Okay. Demi Oxley says, I moved this year. Not sure if it was the best move. Should I move back to Virginia? If so, will my finances get better soon?
Demi Oxley moved back to Virginia.
Well, what lessons did you learn from making this move? Because there's lessons in everything. Spirit does show me packed boxes in the near future. So packed boxes would indicate another move. And it feels like it's the right choice to make. And, they show me pentacles. And in the tarot deck, pentacles means abundance. It means increase financially. And I see like the 5 of pentacles. So you're not going to be out in the cold. Right now you're juggling. I get that. Juggling the money. But I do see the finances getting better, especially in 2024.
Okay. And I would agree to that. I mean, I feel what I see is like building blocks. So whatever you're doing now is building blocks to where you're going to go. And I'm so sorry that you aren't happy where you are. That sucks. To move and boy. I think finances definitely will get better. We'll just say that for sure. I do feel that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kathy Reagan says, hello. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Auntie Mel and beautiful Kim. What was I in my past lives? Well, which one? Because you got a lot of them.
I feel singer. I get the singer right away.
I was a hooker. I was seriously.
Mel. What are you up to?
When I went to Pompeii for the first time, there's brothels everywhere. And they had painted over the door like different things you could get. It was like a menu. And the reason they did that was because not everybody spoke Latin. So they could just point to over the door and the picture was what you could get. So when I walked in, I told my friend Mia, I said, I know I've been here before. I said, I think I did that, and that. And she's telling me, shut up.
It's the best. But I do see singing, and I also see teaching. I mean, this is probably different lifetimes, but I feel very much of a teacher feeling and singing. But I think these are different. The singing feels more European to me. And I don't even know if it was professional, but it feels like that. But that would have brought you joy. Like even if you were a mom, it's like you sang to get the work done. You brought the music. But then I see in the United States, I guess it's the U.S., but I see teacher again, it's like the singing with the kids, but with the teacher, I see with kids too. So it really feels beautiful in that way, like lovely, like in a crowd, leader.
Well, one lifetime you were a dancer because those little, like a belly dancer, those things you cling together, and you would teach it. You were good at it. Yay. Good. You're right. There were a lot of musical lives there, but there was some, lives, in religious as well. A couple of them you were a monk, you were a scribe. And then a couple of them, you were like a nun. And they weren't all Christian either, and a couple of them you were Islamic, and one even Hindu. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I see her working with St. Francis.
Oh, with animals, yeah.
Way back. what part of the St. Francis crew? I know there's a sisterhood and a brotherhood, I think.
Franciscan.
Yeah.
Oh, I got cold chills with that. That's truth. My favorite prayer is a prayer of St. Francis of Assisi.
I love
Lord,
that.
make me an instrument of your peace.
Yes.
Okay. Sonia J. Hi, Mel and Kim. My grandson is autistic and nonverbal. Will he talk soon? I just wonder how old he is.
Right.
Service dogs really work well for people that are autistic. So I would think about getting him a service dog. I do see him being able to talk a little bit, but he would continue to prefer not to.
When you talk about the service dog, what I see is anything outside, and probably they know this already, but I feel like any tactile with animals, the fur or the warm skin or whatever, I feel like that would be absolutely bring him into center, because it's like he's way up high and hasn't quite grounded, he hasn't come in. So I think anything that's grounding of nature, grounding, walking on earth barefoot, all that stuff will help.
Absolutely.
Integrate him in. I do see him talking too. But yeah, maybe never a big talker.
No, I don't think he's going to recite the Gettysburg Address, but I do see him, putting together 2 or 3 word sentences. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good question, but we already know the answer to it. Kimberly Night says, do my guides know that I'm seeking them out, and do they hear me? Of course they hear you.
All the time.
I didn't mean to be condescending with that, by the way. But yes, they do hear you. Now, just because they don't answer our request the way we want it, doesn't mean they're not hearing us.
Yeah. They know everything, right? They cannot not know your requests and your thoughts and your heart. So they walk with you every step. Sometimes you have to learn certain things, like that your soul has an agenda to learn, and so they cannot interfere. That even though we maybe like, well, I thought I wanted a white house and I got a blue house or whatever, and they're say, well, but your soul had already planned for a white house. It's not. Not the house is not the right thing, but you know what I mean.
No, and sometimes like it's not an Aladdin's lamp. It's like you rub it and the genie pops out and gives you 3 good wishes. It doesn't work quite that way.
They work with your soul plan.
They do. Yeah, they do. And sometimes, like I said, what seems to be a curse is really a blessing. But then when we look back, we'll go, when we went through it, it didn't feel so good, but I'm glad I did, because it brought about a different outcome, which was better for me.
Yes. Yes. Right. Thank you, mods, for all your work. Thank you, Karen, for saying that. Hello, Sheila, Inquisitive Tarot.
Hi, Sheila. Okay. Becky Gilberto, so Mel and Kim, can you see what my past life was? You mean lives? Becky, not because you were in Africa, but I think you had some past lives in Africa too. Yay.
I'm getting chills on that.
Yeah. Like a chiefess, or like somebody high ranking, tribe members, things like that.
I see her with the zebra.
And one of those lifetimes in Africa, you were sold into slavery. So, yeah, but one of them you communed with the animals, and then one of them you were on the islands, like Hawaii or Bora Bora or something, and then you've had many, many past lives.
I see that. Thank you for saying that about Africa, because I can definitely see that. I see you helping people in the river, either bathing or crossing the river. I feel this. So I don't know. I believe this is in Africa. But it's like, as I see this, like there's a lot of rain coming, and you're helping people kind of like get out. So I don't know what this means. I just am noticing that, Becky.
And then in some of your past lives, you were like during Europe during the Great Plagues. And you were like a physician. You were trying to help people. You've got a lot of lives with helping people.
Helping. That's the
Um,
theme here.
yeah. And then one, you were a victim in the Spanish Inquisition. You were a Cathar. Cathars lived in a certain region, and they were the way of the good. And the Spanish Inquisitions, or the Inquisitions, when they came along, the church didn't want the Cathars because they were in competition with the church. So they really persecuted these Cathars, and you were persecuted as a Cathar in a past life as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Lots of interesting lifetimes there.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see what this says. Ellen Maxwell, hi Kim and Mel. Can you tell me who repaired the bathroom draw? It's been stuck open for 14 months. Dollars people couldn't fix it, and then one day it was closed. I look at that as a gift.
I know. Just take it.
I would take it. I would be like, "Hey, Spirit, if you did it, guess what? I'm
I've
sure
seen
you had
things
some,
like that.
I'm sure you had some paranormal help on that one."
Exactly. I remember once I had of somebody, a friend of mine, who was getting ready to pass, and he had given me a little locket, a heart locket, and it was pink, and anyway, it's little, and I wore it, and then it was always closed. It always stayed closed, but then the day he passed, it opened up, and it was never closed again.
Wow. See,
Things like that.
things like
Just
that. Yeah.
opened up and like, oh, and then he died, or that.
All righty. Let's see here. Michelle Monaco says, "Can I help my mom, Grace, in any way cross over? Or should I stay in her home now though a caregiver lives there?" I think the best way to help her cross over, you don't have to say it out loud. It's just think, send her the message in your mind, Mom, it's okay to let go. It's okay to cross. It's okay. And just keep doing it that way.
No, that's nice. I always feel like the presence, just the presence, the support and the presence. Um,
Uh,
Grayson, can I help Mom?
well, she's got a caregiver there, so you can't be there 24/7 because, caregivers are hard role, as you well know, Kim. And
Right. Um, I think you'll know when you need to stay overnight. It's not going to be every night. You'll know. And if you do miss the time, the moment that she passes, know that it was all in divine time and order. But I feel like you might actually be there.
sometimes they don't want us to be around them when they cross.
No,
They want to do it by
right.
themselves. They
Yeah.
want the last memory to not be of them crossing over.
Right. Yeah, because sometimes it's easier when they don't feel that attachment. Because when holding somebody's hand, it's a little bit still of an attachment here.
The tether.
Yeah, tether. That's right.
Okay. Diane T, love you both. Thank you. Do past lives cause you to have unreasonable fear? If so, do I have that from the past life? Just because something happens in a past life doesn't mean we're relegated to repeat it in this life. Knowing that something happened in the past life might help you work on that fear. Uh,
But sometimes though, these do crop up. Like we have no idea why we are agoraphobic or whatever it is. We have no idea why we're afraid to be in airplanes, and it could be.
I have a horrible fear of heights, but I took up skydiving. Still afraid of heights, but it's different. If I'm at the top of the Sears Tower looking down, I won't get close to the window. I'm like, ah. But when you're looking out the airplane door, the ground looks like a patchwork quilt, so it's a little bit of different feeling.
Yeah.
It's all relative, but I'm still afraid of heights, even though I've worked on it. And I don't
Yes.
know if I'll ever get over that fear.
Yeah. Sometimes when we know what the past life fear is, just knowing that it's that is enough to cure it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm. And then hi, Rosaire. Hello. Rosaire is here.
okay, let me just see. I'm scrolling here. I think we got time for one or two more. How's that?
Okay.
Uh, let's see. Okay, here we go. All right. Patty G says, something passed away in May of this year. She passed away all of a sudden. I was shocked. Does she have a message for me? I think about her every day.
We don't know who that was.
No, I don't know who it was. It just says my and then passed away. It doesn't say who it was.
Mm.
She wasn't in pain when she crossed over. I can tell you that right now. I wonder if it was an aneurysm or something. I don't know. But whatever it wasn't in pain. She went right to the light. I mean, like that.
Joy.
I'm sorry?
Joy. I feel total joy.
Okay.
Oh, sister. It's a sister.
Oh,
Sister passed away.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go to the cemetery. I don't know. I just feel it's funny. I feel her presence just as alive on the other side as she was on the earth plane.
Yeah. Well, it's this year too, so that could be why. But I also feel she wants to say to Patty, it will not happen to you. Don't worry. Don't let that go that you're going to have a sudden passing and not expect it at all. Don't let that happen to you. It was my time. It was my time, dear. It was, and it's all beautiful. I feel like I'm with Dad. I'm with so many people in the spirit world. I mean, I'm getting pets and just like she couldn't be happier. But don't you worry, it's not your time, and it won't happen like that.
It's not going to happen like that for her. Okay. Tina McSee, hi Mel and Kim, that I have past life in Hawaii. Yeah, like, the Hawaiian culture had 3 great migrations from Polynesia. And I think they started around 800 or 900 years ago. Long time. So it was quite possible to have more than one past life. I think he had 3 past lives in Hawaii.
I feel the connection to Mu, the Lemuria, the very ancient civilization, which is around Hawaii. I feel that strong. I'm getting chills on that too. And I feel like when I see this, you were a healer. I feel like, and I see you as being very tall and a healer as a woman. Powerful woman.
Yay. All right. Okay. Terry says Lewis. I can't say that. Okay. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I lost my dad 41 years ago. Is he with me? Of course he's with you. He's with you every day. And we know that he's wishing you a very happy birthday. And he's showing me roses. Yeah. He's showing me red and yellow roses. So he's sending you those. And here again, this message has come through for a lot of people tonight. He's very honored to have you as a daughter, and he's very proud of you.
Proud of your passion for life, really. Despite all whatever hardships, and I feel like you've had several losses, not just him. But despite all that, then you've come through with your continued love and passion for life.
Absolutely.
I see a lot of green around him too. So I know he's very healing, has a wonderful healing energy. So.
All right. Sarah Kiespert, I think that's right. Kiespert. My friend Donna passed in May. Does she have a message for me? She's around you, keeping you well, and she wants you to take your power back.
Oh, I feel a lot of laughter between the two of them, and use that as a healing. If you're having trouble with the power and not you're losing a little bit of your power, you can rejuvenate yourself with a humor, laughter, whatever, fun, having some fun here. So please do that, Sarah.
I've got one here I'm going to answer as a former social worker on geriatrics. Peggy Gita says, I'm having a hard time deciding if my dad needs to be placed into a memory care facility for safety. Well, I think anytime their safety could be at risk, it does them a disservice not to place them. I can't tell you what to do, but if it were me, I would have done so already. The message comes through loud and clear. He will adjust to being there a lot quicker than you will adjust to him being there. Because chances are, they have some lucid moments. The veil comes back and then the veil closes again. But he's not. He might on some level realize it might be a little bit of a different surrounding, but he's not going to realize where he is or even who he is at some point.
At some point, yeah.
And that's coming hard and fast.
And I'm sure they're already looking at meds. And, I'm sure they're working with the doctors on that, because I think that could be an improvement there.
Well, if the doctor tells you to do it or advises that, then I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel guilty about it, because sometimes we do them a disservice when we try to take care of them at home. It just almost becomes impossible.
Yes.
So anyway,
okay. I agree. Yeah.
Let's do one. And let's see. Let me think here. Okay. Here we go. This is the last one. Diane T. Love, love, love when you two get together. Well, thank you, Diane. We like the fact that you support us.
Oh, my goodness.
Any message from my twin sisters who both passed within 7 months of each other. Remember that Wrigley commercial with the twins on the bicycle? The double mint commercial? Remember? It's two and one. And then they had the double mint twins on that bike. I'm not saying they're the double mint twins, but I see them like standing in front of a bicycle and it's going, guess who?
Yeah.
They must have had a good sense of humor. I like the way that they're
one in particular, but yeah. I feel them. They're just like telling you to just shine your light. Let yourself be a beacon. And they really, even though you say they're twins, but it's like a threesome.
Right.
Between the three of you. So they're always, just, they enjoy you. They enjoy being in spirit, but they also enjoy knowing what's, very connected to what's going on with you too. Yeah.
Well, Kim, it's been fun. Next week, your channel.
No, next week is Thanksgiving.
Next week is Thanksgiving. Okay, so everybody, please have a safe and wonderful holiday. And if you're traveling, be safe. It kind of starts the Thanksgiving day, starts the Advent season, the Christmas season. And so Kim and I talked, and maybe what we'll do is pick a Christmas theme or a holiday theme and expound on that every week.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That was a good idea, actually. And tomorrow night I'll be on Kevin Chandler's show. And then after that, not much until after Thanksgiving. So, Kim, you have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you. You too. And I have a psychic class starting Monday.
Oh, tell us about it.
So, yes, it'll be for 5 weeks on Mondays.
Okay. What time, where, how much, when?
It's going to be, you can go on my website if they're interested. It's going to be 2 hours long. And I'm actually going to do a morning for those who can come in the morning. I'm going to repeat it in the evening. And we do exercises. People go out of there and they feel much more confident in their psychic skills.
Good.
And, yeah. So
if they want to contact you, how do they do it?
Just go to my website. It's under events there.
Mediumkim.com?
That's right.
All right. And go to your YouTube channel and thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And so happy Thanksgiving to you and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Much love to everybody. And yes. Okay. Bye.
Namaste. Aloha, everybody.